Right, guys, it's Tuesday. It's full body. Grab your kettlebell. You don't need your chair. You don't need a mat, really. And we're going to get into an element of kettlebell flow. Okay, so what that means is one exercise flows naturally into the next from a postural and a movement perspective. Go slow. Don't freak out if you're new to this. Have a look at the workout. Fast forward, scroll through, bring it back, start from scratch. Go get warm. Come back to me in 10 seconds time. We're starting with kettlebell swings. I've got a new playlist on. I hope it's good because I find that music really influences the way I work. Right, so we got 8 seconds. We're into kettlebell swings. 5, 4, it's going to be 30 seconds of swings. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Shoulders back, chest out, head up. So what I'm going to try and do here is I'm going to try and go right arm only on my swings. All right. So if you're struggling with the right arm only on your swings, that's fine. Bring your left hand into play. So we got 16 seconds. Then that bell goes up onto my right shoulder and I immediately go into a rear lunge on the right leg only. So I'm racked on the right shoulder and I'm rear lunging on the right side. 3, 2, 1, bell is up, kick back, drop knee. That bell is across my wrist. It's not across my palm. So we got 20 seconds, and then we're going to go into a half kneel press. So that means I'm going to finish my set on a rear lunge. I'm going to have my knee left on the floor. That's a bad word. I'll get confused between left and right. So I'm going to leave my right knee on the floor. I'm going to punch my arm skyward. And that's happening now. Right knee down, punch it up skyward. Exhale, press, inhale, lower. So you can see the kettlebell swing goes into front rack rear lunge. Front rack rear lunge flows into half kneeling overhead press. Half kneeling overhead press is then going to flow into chainsaw row. So I'm going to come up out of that lunge with my knee still an inch or two off the floor. I'm going to put my elbow on my front knee and I'm going to pull that kettlebell into my armpit. Let's go. Elbow on knee, pulling the kettlebell into the armpit. So I'm still in a wide stance with my lunge position, but my knee isn't on the floor. And I am drawing the bell into my armpit using my right lat. In control. So in 8 seconds, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to go into a single leg deadlift. Now this is where the wall or a chair could possibly come into play if you need it. Holding the bell in your right hand. Let's go. Kicking the leg back and up tall. So if you can raise that right leg into the air behind you, go for it. If not, just put the foot on the floor very lightly behind you as you hinge in your deadlift. I'm feeling that all the way up the back of the left leg into the left butt cheek. I'm maintaining posture on my shoulder blades and keep my abs nice and tight. And in 4 seconds, I'm resting. 3, 2, 1, rest. Take a breather. We have those 5 exercises again. We're going to go through it on the left side now. There's 5 rounds total. Right, left, and then your choice. 2 hands, 1 hand, alternate, half and half. It's up to you. So in 12 seconds, you're going to grab that bell with your left hand and swing it. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's swing it. So if you can go single arm, swing with just the left arm. But you got to really focus on those abs staying tight, especially at the top. Because you're single arm, there's a chance the body will rotate with the bell. We don't want that. We want to stay in control at all times. 10 seconds, and then we rack on the left chest, left shoulder, and we go into a rear lunge on the left. 3, 2, 1, rack it, lunge it. So I'm driving my left foot back behind me, pushing off the sole of my right foot, standing up tall, keeping my abs tight to maintain that stability throughout the lift. And that bell is across the wrist as opposed to across the palm. So we got 10 seconds, then left knee stays on floor, and we go into overhead press. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, left knee is down, and we open and press, lower and close. Use those abs to drive yourself under the bell. 20 seconds. If you're struggling, bring the other arm into play. or go half and half. 12 seconds, and then we come up into our chainsaw row. Elbow goes on the front knee, raise the back knee a bit, start that chainsaw. 4, 3, 2, 1. Chainsaw row. So you can see how little you actually have to do from a movement perspective to get into position for the next exercise. That's how one flows into the next. So this is your first kind of taste of a variation of kettlebell flow work. So we got 8 seconds, and then we're going to go into our single leg deadlift, holding in the left hand, standing on the right leg. And again, that foot behind you, let's go, that foot behind you, either in the air or very lightly, I mean very lightly, touch the floor. Because we're trying to target the back of that right thigh, right butt cheek. Keep moving. We have 13 seconds, and then we get a 30-second breather. And if you're working for the 2.5 solid minutes, the 30 seconds is going to be very welcomed. And rest. Breathe. Grab some water if you need it. Have a little drink myself. So I'm going to go back to the right side now. 20 seconds away. So let's talk about the kettlebell with the single arm swings. My hand usually grabs the kettlebell in the middle. If I'm holding with my right hand, I'm going to shift my hand all the way to the left corner of that handle. It's called the corner, the horn. And I'm going to hold it there for my swing in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So that bell is being swung out with the hand in the corner of the handle. And what that means is when I bring that bell under my chin for the racked position from my rear lunge on the right, it's going to be in the correct position over the wrist as opposed to straight across the palm. So you can see when I transition from kettlebell swing into the front rack position, the bell is set up nicely, like so. It's now set up across the wrist in a nice comfortable position. Let's go. Rear lunge. So it's all those little positioning tips and tricks that will allow you to get from one exercise to the next in the most efficient manner possible, which means A, more calories burned, B, more muscles targeted for longer, C, better technique, more stability equals heavier weight, and heavier weight results in heavier work. All right, better return. Half press. Caught myself napping there. Inhale down, exhale, open and press. Squeeze those abs as we exhale. So we're going into our chainsaw row next. 12 seconds, 10 seconds. It's going to be elbow on knee. Draw the bell into the armpit. Stay in control. And chainsaw row. Elbow on knee, raise the back knee, and let's pull into the armpit. And just in relation to the handle of that bell, yeah, you can get away with keeping your hand on the middle of the bell, but I still like to keep my hand in the corner of it, just so I really get that muscle memory and used to holding it at that angle. I got 10 seconds, and then I'm going to go into single leg deadlift, standing on my left leg, holding on my right arm. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Single leg deadlift. And again, use that chair or wall if necessary. You are targeting the back of your left thigh. You are targeting the back of your the back. You're targeting the back of your thigh and your glute. Stop saying unnecessary words, Ron. It's hard to talk and work out at the same time. Well, it's hard to talk and make sense and work out at the same time. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1. Rest. 3 down. 2 to go. In 25 seconds, we're into our single arm swings on the left. And you will immediately notice whether you're better at swinging on the left or the right, especially when you shift your hand to the corner of the horn. All right, so we got 10 seconds. I'm going to address the bell, and I'm going to move my left hand all the way across the right hand corner, and we're going to swing in 3, 2, 1. Let's swing. And as you're getting tired, because this is round 4, guys, as you're getting tired, you might want to scale back. And scaling back means 2 hands on the bell. All right? So don't take Whoa, don't force yourself into swinging just one arm for the sake of injuring. All right, so we scale it back to maintain technique. 5 seconds. I'm tongue tied today. 4, 3, front rack rear lunge in 2, 1. Racket over the wrist. Look at that. Kick back and down, knee to floor. So we keep those knuckles in nice and tight to the throat, which allows the bell to stay snug in against the body. The more snug it is against the body, the more stable you're going to be, and the more you're going to be able to move and get the best out of the moving pattern. 10 seconds, half kneel press. 5 seconds, the left knee goes on the floor. 3, 2, 1, knee down, punch the sky. Woo! So it's not fast, high tempo. It's just continuous, and there's none of that faffing around from one exercise to the next because they all lead into each other. I'll wait till we start stringing 1 rep after the next. That's going to be a toughie. 5 seconds, not today though. 4, 3, chainsaw row in 2, 1. Elbow on knee, knee up. Let's go. And again, I've still got my hand in the corner just to make sure I'm used to holding it there, especially for the flow work. If you're doing prolonged kettlebell swings or deadlifts, you can hold on to the middle of the handle. But if you're doing flow, like we're doing today, it's better to get into the habit of keeping the hand to the side. Just facilitates the wrist and the ability to move the bell more. 3, 2, 1, single leg deadlift. Let's go. Kick back, drop, stand tall. So you're now inside the last 4 minutes of your session. So breathe. Big inhale, leg goes back. Big exhale, squeeze abs, stand tall. Shoulder blades stay pinned. 10 seconds, and we get our breather. 7 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Woo! All right. So we're going to go into right side swing. I'm going to give you the shout on halfway. All right, here we go. 15 seconds. I'm going to go right side swing. Now, when you change hands in the middle of the bell. All right, and then we can shift across to the left. Don't freak out over that side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Swinging with the right. On the halfway call, we're going to change hands, and we're going to do that up in front of the face. We're not going to change hands down between the knees because we can't see what's going on there. Drive the floor, ready to change. 2, 1, change. And as I'm swinging, as the bell is weightless at the top, because it should be, I'm able to loosen my grip and just shift my hand across to the corner. 5 seconds. I'm going to go to the left side rear lunge. 2, 1, front rack left side, rear lunge. And then when I change sides on the halfway mark, I'm just going to roll it across the chest and just pop my other hand into the same corner. And I'm going to do that now. I don't drop it down towards my hips. I keep the bell up high above my body, or above the majority of my body, I should say. 5 seconds, we're going to go half kneeling press. 3, 2, 1, half kneeling press. Right knee on the floor. That is getting tough now. So, we are 6 seconds away from the change. It's going to be knees and hands. Concentrate and do it under the chin. Change now. Look at that. All right, we have 10 seconds. And then it's going to be left side chainsaw row. Right elbow on knee for the first half. 3, 2, 1. Elbow on knee. Let's go. So with the chainsaw row, you're going to turn and face the opposite direction on the halfway mark in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn, change hands, elbow on the knee. Let's go. So I'm focusing on my lat. My abs are nice and tight. I'm getting ready to go into my single leg deadlift, holding on my right hand, standing on my left leg. And let's go, single leg deadlift. I'm using that wall beside me just very lightly with my hand, just to maintain that stability so I can really target my left glute, left hamstring. Changing sides now. And we were inside the last 15 of your session, and it has absolutely flown by today. Well done. Almost there. Cross that line. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! Excellent work, guys. Tuesday, full body. Whew. Feeling it today. All right, so you know where your cool down is. You know where your big red question button is. Go cool down. If you have questions, hit the big red button. Till then, we'll see you tomorrow. Well done, guys.